Hi. So for me, the birth of my second son sort of felt like the first time. Um, I had a C-section with my first. I was just a first-time mother and had an extra ultrasound at 37 weeks and was told that the baby could possibly be 10 pounds already. So I was putting my trust in my doctor at that point. I just said, okay, this is what's best for me and for the baby, so let's do the C-section. And we did. I had no problems during pregnancy, during the surgery and recovery. That was a quick story. So for my second one, when I got pregnant again, I had met so many people and heard birth stories. I started to really get envious of those stories of, how it all went down, and is this really it? And where's your husband, partner? How did you get in touch with your doctor? How did you get to the hospital? Where were you when that happened? And I envied that drama. I wanted my own real story. So I knew I definitely wanted to go for a VBAC. And we had moved to the Boston area. I was able to meet new doctors in my new practice, and I told them right away I'd like to go for the VBAC, and they were totally on board. But I was very big at the end of my pregnancy, and my due date came and went, and baby boy number 2 was not showing up, and I was uncomfortable. But then 2 days later, after 2 very long days, real contractions started, and it was really starting to happen. I labored at home for a good 12 hours before calling my midwife and saying, is it time? Can we go in? We went in, and they said nothing was happening. I hardly dilated. My contractions became irregular, and so they sent me home. They basically told me about, the risks of inducing a VBAC, and I was sent home, and I cried. I was really wanting to have the baby right then and there. But we went home. I labored for another good 12 hours at home and started thinking, F this VBAC, I just want a C-section. Let's get this baby out. My tough girl facade completely crumbled. I was really having hard contractions, but it was that experience. My body was working. It was working to get that baby out. But I did make that phone call to my midwife and said, can we get him out now? And she's like, why don't you come in? That sounds like you're ready, even though my contractions were still pretty irregular. But at that point, I was at 4 centimeters. They decided that they could still give me an epidural, and my contractions and labor would progress on its own. And once I had that epidural, I was in delivery, birth story heaven. I felt great. I could continue to feel the pressure of the contractions, but I was able to relax. They would flip me over onto my side, and I continued to dilate and snooze. And then they told me it was time to break my water, and we did. And things started to pick up. And again, I could feel the contractions getting steadier and harder. And they told me to start pushing, and we delivered a 9-pound, 13-ounce baby boy who was bigger than my first. So I was able to do it. And hearing everyone's stories here tonight and rethinking and reliving that experience has really been at the perfect point of this pregnancy. I'm at 35 weeks right now, and I'm inspired to stick with it, even though I am uncomfortable and I do make people nervous. I'm just letting my body let my baby grow and help me, again, hopefully be able to do a VBAC again and deliver the natural way. Thank you.